Hi guys, and welcome back to the channel. As you can see, today is a beautiful, bright, sunshiny day. Just absolutely gorgeous. And they are calling for a high of, I believe, 85 today. So we've got a lot growing on in the garden. Sorry for the pun. And a few small projects to talk about. And why don't we go ahead and get started. And I think maybe I'll start up here on the porch with the cucumbers. So hold on and we'll get right to it. Okay, for our first stop, we're going to come up here and show off the cucumbers a bit. They are coming in really nice. Let's see what we got going on up here. I hope you can see in there because it's kind of hard for me too, but we've got plenty of cucumbers coming up in the buckets. And you see there's some still coming in. Get up here and look in here. And then we'll come over here, and there are cucumbers coming up in the tower. Not all of them are up yet, but they are slowly filling in nice. New one over there, up here. That is definitely going to be an overflowing tower of cucumbers when they are all up and growing good. But we're going to go ahead and walk out to the garden. So hold on and let me walk back there. Okay, let's start this off with mostly cloudless skies and a high temp today of 85. So I've already been out here and watered everybody, but we're going to quick sneak over to the main garden behind the shop. And last night I did manage to get my yellow squash, if you can see that tag over there, and my zucchini. I got a row of those put in. But I was out here this morning looking to see if anybody was up yet. And these are the Jade Beans. And that is the very first one I've seen come up. So once one starts up, they will all start up. So I'm going to probably have to come out here and water at least once or twice more just to make sure that they don't have to push up through the dirt too hard. And we're over here, and those are my first sunflowers coming up. There's one right there. Oh, I don't know if I can. Let me get down there a little bit better. There's a second one coming up. And I can look down the row and see a few more. Just going to straddle this and walk down. Let's see. There's another one right there. Oop, probably should get on the right finger. Right there. And another one right there. Let's see if we got any corn up. I don't really see. I thought I saw one this morning, but I don't really see the corn up quite yet. No, I don't see the corn up yet. But the majority of it is planted, and I only have one more row down there. But I'm going to do something kind of special with that, and we're going to make a video about that. Say purple little butterfly. He's really pretty. No, I don't see any corn up quite yet. And I don't know if you can tell, but I have marked the ends of these rows about 2 feet. There's the end, and there's the little divot that I made. But my plans are to put some watermelons and cantaloupes out here on the edge. Maybe some gourds that, you know, they can take over this grassy spot for the summer. But we do have a few beans popping up, and that makes me really happy. And the corn isn't quite ready yet, but I don't imagine it's going to take very long. And we got some sunflowers starting to peek up. So, let's just wander around a little bit and see what else we got growing. Okay, we're over here at the end bed by the shop. And this is where I planted some yellow squash, and they are starting to come up. Just starting to this morning. You see they're just coming through. And come over here and check out all the beautiful cabbage over there. And these are all of the peppers that I planted the other day. And if you remember the little video that I did after I planted them, you'll know that 2 of these little guys got snipped off. But I brought them over here after I replaced them. I don't know if I can get the camera all the way down in there. But they are trying to stage a comeback. Both of them have little bugs in here, so I thought that, actually I should get on the plant. They have little bugs down here. So I thought if they were going to try, I was going to let them. And I put in a friendly little celebrity tomato to help them out. And let's see, other bed. And that one was one that was replaced. And that one was one that was replaced. And that one's got the leaning tower of pepper going on, so he might need to be staked up a little bit. They're all happy. And there's the garlic growing like crazy, and I wanted to show you they're putting on scapes. So, we have a video planned on what we're going to do with those, and we're going to have a little bit of fun with them, but it'll probably be a couple of days, and I'm going to come out here and I'm going to cut them, and then I'm going to give the garlic a little bit of fertilizer, and then we'll show you what we're going to do with the scapes. Now, here are the peas. That is above my head by about 6 inches. And I know that those are a little bit up off the ground in the box. But it's a really tall pea plant. But, we'll come over here and look at the other one. They are just as tall over here. And they've got pods all over them. Big, beautiful pods. And I really like to eat them straight out of the garden. But I don't know, I think some of those peas might end up trying to get to the top of that trellis. But this is the other bed of garlic, and you can see they're scaping too. So, but we do have a little bit of a fun video to do with those, so I won't give it away too bad. And the onions are doing really good. And we'll come over here. Now these are the zucchinis that I planted in this bed. And I planted them like the 5 on the dice. I'll back up and see if you can see it. but there is at least one up everywhere I put seeds in. He's coming up kind of slow, but he's on his way. One down there with his hat still on. But that is some zucchini already up and in the works. And I love fresh zucchini. So, there are a few more things to show you for today. So stick around and I'll be right back. Some more big beautiful cabbage on the way to look at the buckets. And see those little carrots, and those are the hot peppers that we planted yesterday. And the squash in the buckets, and the okra, and the three sisters. Now these will need to be thinned. They're not going to be left that way. They do need to be thinned. There's beans in the bucket, and the hairy potatoes have just taken over. They're doing really, really well. And I don't know if you remember Mr. Itty Bitty Tiny Tomato. Believe it or not, that is a Better Boy tomato. And if you remember, it was in pretty rough shape. And you can see all the brand new green growth all over it. And that's the super sweet 100 cherry tomato. And it has gotten considerably larger. And the little pepper and onion in the bucket. But they're all doing really well and being really happy. But I did notice something else this morning. We're going to walk over here real quick and show it to you. But I'm going to make you look at the ground and my shadow for just a second because it's a surprise. My big, beautiful white Crepe Myrtle is starting to wake up. And she is always, every year, always the last one to wake up. But she's finally waking up. And you might notice that the turtle pond has been a little scruffy. It's time to paint it. And actually, I'm going to have to take the turtles out. But never fear, I have a grand king-izing plan to redo this, and when I'm ready to do it, and it won't be terribly long, but when I'm ready to do it, I'll make a whole big video about it. Now I am going to have to take out my little dianthus there, and I've got some speedwell in there too. So I'll take those out and repot them before I even get started on it. And that right there is the little tiny sticks of dappled willow that I put in here that have just taken off. You can see the beautiful pink plumage on the ends of the branches. Those are one of my favorite bushes. In fact, every dappled willow on this piece of property came from one that we bought for $2 in the clearance rack at Lowe's. And they are really, really easy to propagate. All you have to do is just cut a branch off and stick it in water and wait for it to root and then put it in dirt. Or you can just stick it in the mud and you will get a whole new beautiful bush. But here's my pretty girl. And she has just outdone herself. Okay, I'm fixing to wrap this up, but I thought it'd be really neat to sit and take a little quick overview of everybody out here happy and growing. And it's always my favorite time of year when this garden starts popping. So, got everybody in here planted, and if you hold on just a minute, I'll be right back to talk to you. Okay, so that's all the footage that I have for today. I'm really glad, happy, anything. I'm stumbling over my words, and I'm just going to leave it in here. But really glad, really happy that you took a few minutes to spend with me today. We've got a lot going on in the garden, and we still have more to plant. In fact, upcoming will be tomatoes and corn. We still got to get the sweet corn in, and we need to start working on the bed for the sweet potatoes too. See, pumpkins and hot peppers, and yeah, there's still an awful lot to do. Probably a couple of really fun projects in the works too, and it's always busy. The boys have been working really hard in the shop, and I know that what they're working on is kind of a long, tedious thing, and they want to get it right, and that kind of work I'm not very good at, so we'll just leave it all to them. But anyway, oh, we also have chicken and chucker eggs in the incubator. They should probably be hatching. I think the first chicken eggs are due to hatch on June 2nd, and the chuckers won't be far behind them. And we do have 3 new baby ducks. And I woke up this morning and found we had one that was a little bit late to the party, but he came and we're glad to have him. And that's pretty much all I've got for today. And I'm already all hot and my hair is getting kind of sticky, but yeah, it is going to be a beautiful day, so we got plenty of work to do. And actually, I'm going to head into the kitchen for a little while. I've got some work in there to do, and that'll be in an upcoming video too. So anyway, we'll get to the end here. I'm already taking up, you know, more than enough of your time. But if you're not subscribed to the channel, please subscribe. Don't forget to ring that little bell. It'll let you know when we've got something new and cool going on. If you have any comments, questions, suggestions, anything on your mind, please put it in the little box below. And if you enjoyed today's video, please give it a thumbs up. But it's a lot to remember. Mark's so much better at it than I am. But I better get out of here, and I'm really glad that you chose to spend a few minutes with me today. So, as always, love you guys, and we'll see you in the next one.